Good, happy Sunday morning, August 26, 2018. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, war hero and long-standing U.S. Senator John McCain has died. Let's take a look at the video.
And known as the Maverick, unfiltered to the very end.
Maybe I'll be gone before you hear this.
One of John McCain's last projects, a memoir entitled The Restless Wave, published by Simon & Schuster, where he opened up about his personal battle against a rare and aggressive form of brain cancer.
I don't know how much longer I'll be here. Maybe I'll have another 5 years. Maybe with the advances in oncology, they'll find new treatments for my cancer.
But McCain ultimately succumbed, just like Beau Biden and Massachusetts Senator Ted Kennedy. McCain was rarely seen as his diagnosis progressed, except through family photos on social media, before taking an extended leave from Congress, where he served 6 terms in the Senate and 2 terms in the House. The Arizona lawmaker implored his colleagues to return to bipartisanship and regular order.
Stop listening to the bombastic loudmouths on the radio and television and the internet. To hell with them.
At times, he broke with his party and President Trump, giving a thumbs down to doom a GOP healthcare repeal.
Being committed to larger ideas, larger causes, American democracy. I think that will be an impressive or important part of his legacy that will endure.
Known for his independent streak, McCain ran for president twice, stunning the political world when he chose Alaska Governor Sarah Palin as his running mate in 2008.
I will be honored to accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States.
Later expressed regret for the pick in his book, which also touches on his military career as a prisoner of war in Vietnam, to his early days at the Naval Academy, his final resting place.
I want to watch the hawks hunt from the sycamore, and then take my leave, bound for a place near my old friend Chuck Larson, in the cemetery on the Severn, back where it began.
In Washington, I'm Nicole Killian.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Senator John McCain, who faced down his tortures in a Vietnam prisoner of war camp, was judged defense and later turned his rehabilitation stake into a 35-year political career that took him to Congress and the Republican presidential nomination. Died Saturday after battling brain cancer for more than a year. He was 81. John McCain treasured relationships with New Hampshire after 2 memorable campaigns. Let's take a listen to the video from WMER News 9, Adam Sexton.
It is hard to overstate the impact Senator John McCain has had on the people and the political culture of New Hampshire, and how his time here truly reaffirmed everything the state believes is special about its approach to politics.
Welcome to New Hampshire.
John McCain may have been the senator from Arizona, but he earned a special place in the hearts of Granite Staters through 2 iconic New Hampshire primary campaigns. McCain's instant rapport with voters here started with his military service and time spent in captivity as a POW in Vietnam. It grew as people gravitated to his campaign style of town halls and straight talk.
The media says that character isn't important. Well, in New Hampshire, we're different. We say character is very important, and you have it, and we want you.
In the 2000 primary, McCain stunned the political establishment and frontrunner George W. Bush with a double-digit victory.
We started at 3%. Last July we were 3%. Governor Bush was at 61, but people were willing to look at us and look at me and hear the message. And win or lose the rest of this campaign, the greatest political experience of my life is right here in New Hampshire.
The campaign trail in 2008 was bumpier, full of highs and lows. McCain returned to New Hampshire to rescue his presidential bid and ran the only way he knew how, meeting the people, exchanging ideas, and just being himself, like when a Concord high school student asked if, at 71, the senator was too old to be president.
Every campaign I've ever been in my life, I've out-campaigned all of my opponents, and I'm confident that I will. And thanks for the question, you little jerk.
In the end, he won again, the maverick senator redeemed by a similarly independent-minded state. It forged a relationship McCain treasured for the rest of his days. He spoke with us about that connection in 2016.
You know, today I walked into to Chick-fil-A, and there was a group of people there, and it's, "Hi, John. Hey, John. How are you, John?" You know, as if we just seen each other, yeah, as if I'd never left. It's not, "Hi, Senator." It's not, you know, it's, "Hey, John." So I've established a kind of relationship that is unique and absolutely one of the most wonderful things in my life. My friends, you know, I'm past the age when I can claim the noun kid, no matter what adjective precedes it. But tonight, we sure showed them what a comeback looks like.
John McCain was 81 years old.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. McCain used grassroots strategy in legendary New Hampshire primary wins. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
His political parade through New Hampshire's primary history is legendary.
Welcome to New Hampshire.
He came to the first-in-the-nation state during the 2000 presidential election cycle, barely a blip in the polls compared to George W. Bush.
I run for President of the United States because I want to return our government back to whom it belongs, the people.
His strategy talked to veterans who knew his journey. Soon, more voters followed.
Thank you.
Into his signature town halls across the state.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, and God bless, and welcome to our 115th town hall meeting here in New Hampshire.
His favorability skyrocketed. John McCain won the 2000 New Hampshire Republican primary.
The media says that character isn't important. Well, in New Hampshire, we're different. We say character is very important, and you have it, and we want you.
It was a different scene 2 presidential cycles later. His campaign hit political rock bottom, but he did not. He decided to go back to basics, back to one state to start again. We were there when he returned to New Hampshire. Arriving a few minutes late on a commercial flight from Detroit, Senator John McCain almost blended in with the other passengers. Senator McCain rallied his supporters. And again won the New Hampshire primary in 2008.
I'm past the age when I can claim the noun kid, no matter what adjective precedes it. But tonight, we sure showed them what a comeback looks like.
He did not win the White House, but he won over the place he called his second favorite state, where he always had a nod and a kind word, New Hampshire.
But win or lose the rest of this campaign, the greatest political experience of my life is right here in New Hampshire.
Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire congressional leaders react to Senator McCain's passing. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
Congressional delegation tonight, Senator Maggie Hassan tweeting, as a colleague, I deeply appreciated his willingness to look for common ground and the determination and humor always sparkling in John's eyes, calling him an honorary Granite Stater. And Senator Jean Shaheen says the nation lost an American hero, saying a titan in the Senate, John never shied away from a tough debate and always stuck to his principles.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And our thoughts and prayers go to the McCain family. Also, we will have on the Riley King Network Facebook page, New Hampshire primary vote, John McCain's signature victories. We'll have that link up on the Riley King Facebook page, the Riley King Network Facebook page. Vehicle crashes into popular Italian restaurant. A vehicle crashed into a popular Haverhill restaurant Saturday afternoon, leaving a large hole in the side of the building. Photos from the scene showed the vehicle completely inside the back of the Jeep's Tarantra Joseph's Bakery Cafe on Oxford Street. Haverhill police said the incident was part of a two-vehicle crash that happened along Route 125 at Boston Road. Police were still trying to figure out what led up the collision, but they said the driver of the vehicle that crashed into the restaurant was taken to a local hospital with minor injuries. The other driver had minor injuries and refused treatment. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And here's that photo of that hole. Take a look. Man in serious condition after crashing SUV. A man is in serious condition after crashing his SUV Friday night. Cox County Sheriff's deputies said Raymond Montenegro rolled the vehicle after hitting a utility pole and crashing into an embankment. Deputies said he was trapped inside the SUV for a time. Authorities said Montenegro was headed north on Route 131 in St. George around 7:45 p.m. Deputies said alcohol could be a factor in the crash. Montenegro was transported to Penn Bay Medical Center and later airlifted to a hospital in Portland. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.